I'm supposed to give you this gun.
You take good care of your weapons, love.
You sure you can handle it?
Don't worry about me taking a nip now and again. I can use a gun as well as a paintbrush. Stoned or sober. They're like an extension of my hand. Looks like we're locked in together. If I was a gentleman, I might take advantage of the situation.
Don't even think about it.
You should have thought about it, pet, before you gave me the gun.
Lorena wants a stepladder. Lorena gets a stepladder. Unlock the door again. I don't believe this. Is anyone still there? Can you unlock the door again? I'm gone.
Well, thank you, Jordan. I'm not touching it. Nick will have to do that himself. You'll still need something to make it longer. should work, but you better be the one to hook it up.
All right. All right. She's not hot anymore.
Reg, round up everybody.
Do I look like a bleeding social director?
Just do it.
My ring!
I found it in the snack room. I thought it must be yours.
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It's been in my family for generations.
Well, to be honest, the ring isn't why I asked you in.
Oh?
Do you know what this is?
It's a photograph?
To a promising young archaeology student. You seem a bit overqualified to be a gift shop clerk. Wouldn't you say?
Well, there aren't that many jobs out there digging holes in the ground.
Can we drop the bubble-brained act, Lorena? I suspect you're insulting both our intelligences.
I needed a job. I was afraid that if you learned of my credentials that you would have thought exactly what you did think, that I was overqualified.
I see. I talked with your old professor, Dr. Banks. His specialty is ancient Mongolia.
Yes, it is.
And what is yours?
The same. Mr. Stevenson, I know I should have told you, but that's why I wanted to work here, because of your con collection, but you didn't have anything available. I mean, the gift shop was the only thing that I could get. Doesn't that make sense?
Yes, I suppose. When I found out Dr. Banks was an expert on Mongolia, I asked him to come down and translate something I found. We should have the results today or tomorrow.
Something that you found? Written in Mongol? And I could have done that.
I didn't know that, did I?
Well, what is it?
A goat skin.
I've been looking all over for you. I received your voicemail about some frightened translator.
Dr. Reuben Banks. Frank, I know you and I have had our differences. You took a lot of heat when the museum changed hands. You would have left if I had held you to your contract.
That's all true enough.
I also know you're an ambitious man.
It's the American way.
I can't hold that against you. I'm the same. I hope you can realize your ambition eventually here at the Stevenson.
I hope so too.
But there's something that could prevent that. Something threatening the museum. Could be a criminal conspiracy. Although I can't imagine why a criminal would want a 100-year-old goat skin of limited value. Or why that goat skin should frighten the man I hired to translate it.
Matthew, I'm sorry, I'm not following. This criminal conspiracy you're talking about, is that the reason you've been holed up here for a week? Ignoring the legacy fund preparations, refusing to talk to reporters?
Yes. I've been doing some investigating. But I'm not so sure it is criminal. I think something far more evil is at work here. I know you think I've lost it. I don't have anything concrete yet, but I hope Dr. Banks will provide the evidence I need.
He's coming to see you?
Yes, this morning. I'd rather no one saw him here again. I want you to call a staff meeting at 9 a.m. Keep them in there for about an hour.
What am I supposed to talk about?
I don't know. The president's visit, that's on everyone's mind. Good God.
What is it?
The president. What if all this is about harming the president?
Assassination plot? Museum staff? This president is one of the first to increase art spending. I, for one, intend to vote for his re-election.
It's crazy. And the pieces of the puzzle don't fit an assassination, but the coincidence of his appearance...
Matthew, I suggest you keep your flights of fancy to a minimum at this point, and I'm glad you haven't been talking to the press.
Just keep the staff in the meeting for an hour. Can you at least do that?
Of course. But afterwards, I want to hear everything. What Banks has to say, what you think you've discovered. Maybe together, we can make some sense out of all of this.
You don't think I've gone off the deep end, do you?
Matthew, you're one of the steadiest men I know. Have you told anyone else about this?
Not everything, no. I needed some help investigating. So I told some of it to Nick.